Hey there, and a very warm welcome to this video. And in this video, we're going to look at Pyttsx3 library, which is an amazing, library in Python. By using this module or library, whatever you say, you'll be able to use the text to speech command you can give to your computer or whatever you're using. So yeah, we're going to look at that in this video. And in case you don't know, uh, let me tell you that this works only for Windows. All right. So if you're using Mac or Linux, you probably have to search for different options. But if you're on Windows, you're good to go. So all right, let me run this code right here so that you'll get this idea of what it does. So let me run this code
Like this video. Subscribe to Atharva Akshit. Follow me on my social media.
just like that. All right, so that is what you can do. And also we're going to look at many things. We're not going to only stick to this thing ki ye bas bol raha hai bas aur kuch nahi kar pa raha hai. So we're going to look at more things as well, like पहले तो बोलना हम लोग सीखेंगे डेफिनेटली. देन कोई जैसे कि बोलने के बाद वो जो भी चीज बोला, we're going to save all that into a file as well. We're going to learn that as well. For that हम लोग सबसे पहले एक different folder बना देते हैं, because ये folder मैं आपको देने वाला हूँ in the description of this video, so you can definitely go ahead and check that out as well. तो हाँ, मैंने ऑलरेडी एक फोल्डर बनाया हुआ है. यू कैन मेक अ फोल्डर ऑफ योरसेल्फ एज वेल. तो ठीक है, मेन डॉट पी वाई इज रेडी. अब हम लोग सिंपली देख लेते हैं, बिल्कुल बेसिक से स्टार्ट करते हैं कि वो कमांड कैसे हम लोग दे सकते हैं जैसे ये बोल सके. तो फर्स्ट थिंग, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन इज राइट है. ठीक है, अगर आपको डॉक्यूमेंटेशन चाहिए, डेफिनेटली जस्ट गूगल पे जाओ, ये सर्च कर लेना Pyttsx3 डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, और रीड द डॉक्स वाला वेबसाइट पे आपका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन आपको मिल जाएगा, एंड यू कैन डेफिनेटली कंसिडर दिस. ठीक है, बट लेट मी टेल यू, आई पर्सनली यू नो उतना अच्छा नहीं लगा ये डॉक्यूमेंटेशन Pyttsx3 का. इट वाज अ लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, बट या इट्स स्टिल गुड. यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो एंड चेक दैट आउट. बट आई हैव सॉर्टेड आउट मेनी थिंग्स. सो फर्स्ट थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू लुक एट दैट कि हम लोग बुलवा कैसे सकते हैं, राइट? कमांड कैसे दे सकते हैं. फॉर दैट इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा सबसे पहले Pyttsx3 को. एंड अगर आपको भी ऐसे ही एरर आ रहा है जो मुझे पहले आ रहा था, तो यू कैन ओपन योर कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट, और एल्स यू कैन आल्सो ओपन योर टर्मिनल इन योर VS कोड, और व्हाटएवर कोड एडिटर you're using. You can simply do this pip install Pyttsx3 and this module will pretty much get installed. ठीक है, आफ्टर दैट एक वेरिएबल बना लो. ठीक है, जनरली इंजन बनाया जाता है, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पे भी यही दिया हुआ है, बट और भी कोई भी चीज़ तुम मतलब नेम दे सकते हो वेरिएबल को. यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव AI एज वेल. सो नाउ I'll give engine only. उसके बाद Pyttsx3 डॉट मेन कर देता है, आई गेस. लेट मी जस्ट चेक आउट द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन. नॉट एक्चुअली इनिट करते थे, ठीक है, तो डॉट इनिट, और ये एक फंक्शन है आई गेस, राइट? तो हाँ, उसको ये ब्रैकेट्स भी देना पड़ेगा. आफ्टर दैट इंजन डॉट से ब्रैकेट्स खोल के जो भी बुलवाना है, यू कैन डेफिनेटली गो अहेड और ड्रॉप योर टेक्स्ट, लाइक फॉर जस्ट फॉर एन एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग हियर लाइक दिस वीडियो फॉर एन एग्जांपल. ठीक है, और इफ आई रन दिस, all right, it didn't work because you also have to do one more thing, which is run and wait. So you have to do something like this as well. You have to do engine dot run and wait, and if I now run this program, this should work.
Like this video.
Heard it right? And also, if you want it to get printed in your terminal as well, so you can simply just print it. All right, and if you do something like this, if you just use a combination of this print statement and engine dot say, it will be something
Like this video.
as you can see, it got printed, and also the computer said it as well. So yeah, that is what you can definitely do. All right, so now you know how to just give this command to your computer to say some things. All right, so now we're going to look at that, how can you save audios into your computer. So for that, um, I'll be making a file named 221.py. All right, and then what I'll do is that I'll simply copy paste this, and let's look at the documentation. So if you see here, saving voice to a file, uh, if you see the code, you just have to do something like this. You have to replace dot save with this dot save to file. All right, there was dot save, and now you have to do dot save to file. All right, the rest of the code will be exactly the same. Just one more difference you're going to make, and that is that you have to give one more parameter, you can say. So you have to give the name and the extension of the file as well. How you can do that? You can simply you can simply give a comma, then open another brackets, and then simply you can give the name of your file, like test. All right, I'm giving text, and for extension I'm going with MP3. And if I run this, all right, it's right here. If I click on this and run this for an example,
Like this video.
as you can see, it got saved in a file, right? So that is what you can definitely do. Now let's look at the second thing we're going to learn. All right, so now we are going to learn that how can you play with the volume, because as of now we don't know how to lower or just increasing the volume. So we're going to learn that, and for that I'm making another file named tutu.py. So yeah, tutu.py, and you know what, I'll just copy paste this as well and open the documentation, and let's see how we can do that. So for that, we have to make a variable, and we have to firstly get the property we're going to play with. So for now we're going to play with volume. We're going to play with volume. That is why we're going to make a variable first. Then we're going to do engine dot get property. So this dot get property is a function which basically gets the property. It's as simple as that. We're going to play with volume. That's why we're going to give volume as a string, by the way. And after that, we're going to set the property as well, right? So we have gotten the property. Then we're going to play with the property finally. So for that, uh, so for that, you're going to do something like engine dot set property, and engine is, by the way, this only. This, of course, importing is important, but this and this is even more important, because if you don't do it, the program won't work, right? And the code you're writing, whatever command you're giving the computer, they should be, inside these two, all right? So basically, like a sandwich, here's the bread, and between the bread, every command you want to give will be, stay here. So it's something like that. And also, uh, let's see what else we have to do. So yeah, we can finally make the computer say something like, uh, you know what, I'm just going with engine.say and like this video again. All right, again, and let's see what happens.
Like this video.
All right, so the volume is little lower, and let's now plus the volume, increase the volume by 0.25.
Like this video.
All right, so it's now increased, right? You can increase it as you can increase it as much as you want. If I even do something like 1.25,
Like this video.
so the volume is even more increased. So that is how you can play with the volume, right? You can definitely go ahead and you can make a file, you can practice all the things I taught you. Generally speaking, you're not going to use Pyttsx3 library in more ways. Of course, there are more things you can do with this libraries, but the basics I've covered, and you can definitely first practice these three things in your program. You can use your creative mind and use these things in various programs or whatever you're making. You're probably making software or something like that, so it is super useful when it comes to that, and you can definitely go ahead and try this awesome library, which is pyttsx3. I will meet you in the next video doing awesome stuff like this, and yeah, bye.